Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Software Engineer K, and today we have a very exciting video. So Quidd has partnered up with the Jim Henson Company and Weta Workshop to produce 3D licensed digital collectibles. So these are based off of the Jim Henson, specifically the Dark Crystal IP. So I'm really looking excited to this because, as you guys know, I really love the Jim Henson stuff. You know, they've previously partnered with other platforms such as Vivi, and you guys know I'm a big fan of Ludo if you've been following me. You know, the big kind of bear Chewbacca looking thing. So I'm going to be going through this video for you guys. So thank you, shout out to Quidd for sponsoring this video to share my passion of Jim Henson, as well as kind of showing you guys how you can get ahead of this drop and also get some free credit. So if you guys want to kind of go through for this drop and you know you're kind of new to Quidd, then you know you have a code in the description below, K20. You can use my code if you're new to Quidd and get $20 of credit, which will get you, you know, a couple of free packs for this drop. So without further ado, we will go straight into it. Now, previously this summer, the Jim Henson Company, they released a press release that they're partnering with Quidd to release Dark Crystal NFTs. And they have also got a dedicated portal for this. So, you know, they've got this really cool kind of spinning Dark Crystal. Now, that was the initial launch of the partnership. What they have now are these 3D digital collectibles licensed with the IP of Dark Crystal. And they're kind of going down this route, you know, for several reasons. One of those key reasons I will touch on in a bit. But the drop itself, right? So just for you guys who are new, you can get early access to this. However, it is via a registration system. So if we have a look at the Medium article, I will include this in the link below as well for you guys to check out. So it kind of goes through an overview of exactly what the collection is. So Dark Crystal with Weta Workshop Masterpiece Collection features stunningly detailed 3D renditions of fan favorite characters from the movie The Dark Crystal. So originally released in 1982, Jim Henson's Dark Crystal was a first of its kind dark fantasy film that follows the story of two gelflings, Jen and Kira, on a quest to restore balance to the world of Fra and overthrows the evil Skeksis by restoring the Crystal of Truth. You know, I won't go too much into the detail of the lore, but you guys can have a look into that. Now, if you want to get early sign up, then what you can do is you can click the link below, sign up here for early access to the drop on December the 21st. So that is this coming Wednesday. So you want to be ready for that, and all you need to do is click the link and you can start signing up. So just a couple of things that you need to do, you know, follow Quidd, retweet, and enter your username, of course, because how else are they going to whitelist you for this, or allow list you, I should say, for this drop without you providing your username. Now, what does this new collection feature? So we have two regular sets in the collection, one releasing on each day because this drop does span across a couple of different days. So if we have a look, it says the first set drops on Wednesday the 21st at 3 p.m. Eastern time, that is 8 p.m. GMT if you're here in the UK, with general access beginning the day after. So that will be for the first set that they're dropping. It's across the 21st for early access, 22nd for general, and then there's a second set that's different to the first one on the Thursday the 23rd. So it's across 3 days. But of course, you know, it will only really matter across 2 of those 3 days, depending on if you have early access or not. So they are featuring some of the key characters, and if we have a look here, so Polystone Awards decided on December the 24th, top 20 rankers. Now if you are new to Quidd, they usually do collecting rewards, so people who are ranking in, you know, top of the list for you know, the sets, they get gifted some rewards. So this time around, as you can see, top 50 rankers in each of the 2 sets, so I'm assuming that means there's 100 prizes in total. They get $50 in credit, so that's $50 to your account, which I think is pretty fair because you know, because of the price, the entry point, because it's you know, fairly reasonable, I would say, for, you know, what you're getting. These are mintable, interoperable NFTs. You know, you can quite easily rank in the top 50 without actually busting the bank, I would say. You know, with a bit of luck, of course, as well, you know, if you're going for these drops on the primary market. And, you know, as it says here, after the last set drop on the 23rd, you'll have until December 26th to battle it out for that first rank on the overall collection most valuable leaderboard. One collector that lands exactly on the first rank for the collection will receive the ultimate reward, an in real life, oh, so that's pretty cool, you get an actual real life statue of the Dark Crystal, that is actually pretty impressive. And let's see what else. So each regular set contains most valuable leaderboard that rank collectors that complete all the items in the set based on their print number. So this is similar to other platforms such as Hero, which you guys know I've spoken about. It based their ranking on the edition number as well as completing the sets. So just completing the set probably won't be enough. You will need to kind of battle for those low mints, but if you have been following what I've covered in Quidd for a while now, you'll see that it is, the lower mints, they do go for pretty good price points, fairly affordable if you do want to kind of go for the rankings. Now, not only can you rank at each set, but you can also rank based on all the sets, which I've just discussed. So you get ranked based on the complete sets as well as the mint numbers of those items within the set. So yeah, that's really cool. Now, Nasdaq, they did cover this, and their press release kind of going through the general kind of overview of what is Dark Crystal, what is the collaboration, the drop, and what's quite cool. If we go to here, so starting on Wednesday, December 21st, the Dark Crystal X Weta Masterpiece Collection will be available for purchase with an opening price of $5.99. So that is a fairly reasonable price. Now, if you want to choose to, if it's your first time on Quidd, then you can use my code K20. That gives you $20 of credit, ignoring any other promotional credit that you get. So that can get you free packs, and you still have a bit of credit left over if you want to buy a couple of things on the secondary as well. And, that is just a completely free gift to you guys. So, if you want to join, then feel free to use that code. But outside of that, they are kind of really targeting this 3D digital collectible niche now, because as you guys can see, as they've mentioned in this article, Quidd is a subsidiary of Animoca Brands. So what exactly does that mean? Why are they kind of pivoting more towards the 3D digital collectible side? Well, Animoca is a big investor of multiple different properties. One of those is kind of within the metaverse space. They are a key player for, as you guys know, Sandbox, right? So why is that important? Well, we know that Quidd, they provide content, they provide IP, but they don't necessarily provide like the 3D space for you to kind of go around and build things within there and show off your IP. And I believe what Animoca, Quidd, and everything else under their roof they're trying to kind of go about doing is trying to form more kind of connections, relationships, kind of build up that interwoven network underneath this Animoca umbrella. So I believe part of the reason why they have started to heavily target mintable, interoperable 3D NFTs is for that kind of next step towards being able to utilize these in a metaverse space, which I think is definitely the right way to go about it, because having these items in a collection, showing them off is cool, but ultimately the next stage I believe for NFTs and crypto is this kind of more social aspect where you can build and develop and really flex what you have. And having a platform that's already proven, that's working to do that, I think Quidd working with Sandbox is probably the best way to go. So if we have a look at their marketplace now, one of the top trending brands right now has actually been coincidentally Dark Crystal. So like I said earlier, they have done their first collection. Now if we have a look, we can see right, so they have some of their packs here, and they did some free mints here before, so these were free packs. You get one figure per pack. Currently unavailable, that's fine, but I believe they might have some additional free packs. Don't quote me on that. They might have some free kind of one-off mints that you can do if it's similar to the first edition that they had rolled out. So I think that's pretty cool. Now if we kind of go back, maybe I can kind of show you guys an example. Let's see. So if we kind of go in, so what we have right now, right, is the mini epics. So this is what they're rolling out, which are their new line of 3D digital characters. And again, these packs, they are listed for $5.99, which I think is a very reasonable price point to come in at. So launch date 21st of December, opening soon, and these are mintables. So you can mint these because Again, not all of their IP can be minted as NFTs on the blockchain, but these they can, which I think is really, really cool. So I am definitely looking forward to that. So if I go back and show you guys, so this was from the first set. So they did these Dark Crystal shards, and again you can kind of see that these are pretty cool, you know. And let's see, what did this go for? So this is the first edition, mint number 37, and it sold for, you know, over $14. And what I really, really like about Quidd Marketplace, and I really, really do push for this, is the full transparency in terms of the circulating supply, the sales supply, the history, you know, listing details, you know, owners, previous owners, all of that stuff. Like if I show you guys here, so if I just click to the side, right, you can see here, you know, like history count. So mint number 22, that went for $100. Mint number 27, $55. Oh, sorry, no, didn't go for that. That's actually what's currently listed. But if we click circulation, we can see, you know, which ones are for sale, which ones have been minted, which ones haven't been minted, even which ones have been burned, and which ones have been minted on the blockchain as well. So they go really, really granular with the details here. So this is really impressive. And if you click into the sales, you can actually see previous sales. So these ones are what have actually sold. So you can see, you know, one of these Dark Crystals went for $14, another for $25, another for $65, another for $145, but that was mint number 4, so, you know, single digit mint. But, you know, for this first set, I think, you know, that is still, you know, pretty decent, especially if you're getting a pack of these for $6.99, or say $5.99, and especially if you got that pack using free credit. You're basically, you know, if you were this guy who minted it for, you know, free, you basically got $145, you know, off of that just one of those mints, which I think is pretty cool. And, you know, as far as, like, I guess value goes, one of the things that I have actually, you know, publicly praised Quidd about is the fact that they're not like, there's not a high barrier to entry, right? You don't need to come in with thousands of dollars or anything like that. You can actually come in with no money if you know, choose to use my code or anyone else's code. So K20, that is in the link below. And you can actually see, you know, the history of this individual item. So someone, oh, here we go. So you guys can see someone. So this is what I'm saying, right? Someone got this for free. They didn't pay anything for it, and they got it free. What was this? Back on July the 20th, right? So they got it for free, no money. Then they listed it for $25, sold. Then whoever else kind of went on to list it, you know, they listed it for $14, it sold. So, you know, this guy seemed to have most recently sold it at a loss, but the guy who got it originally, they got it for free, so that was a free $25. They didn't even do anything. So I think that kind of stuff of, you know, giving people a little bit and then getting a lot back, because now they're kind of, you know, more involved in your platform. I think that is a fantastic approach to take. So Quidd, they have got on their Twitter page, you know, more details. You guys can follow along. December 22nd, they've kind of you know, talked about the upcoming drop, which I believe that is the public sale. You know, the private sale is going to be a day before on 21st. And, you know, you guys can kind of see some more of the details that they have posted. So, you know, feel free to follow Quidd on Twitter, Quidd Token as well, if you're kind of involved in the token side. And you, of course, you can follow myself if, you know, you did find this content interesting. So a lot of really cool stuff that they are working on. So I am going to be doing a follow-up coverage on Twitter, just with some of my minting results on drop day. So I should be in for that early list, sorry. And I'm hoping I get some good stuff there. I will most definitely be moving these as minted NFTs, just because you know, I do want to kind of use these in environments outside of you know, my own Quidd kind of profile as well. I think it's, you know, interoperability is a key aspect of NFT ownership, so, you know, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, as always, guys, do again check out the links below. Please do like, subscribe, support the content, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.